Chanda, how important is the start for both players?
Yeah, I think allowing both players to settle in as quickly as possible, getting on the board, getting the first holds of serve, that's important. Just want to get the feet moving. I do think it helps that they've played each other before, so they don't have that hurdle to get past the unfamiliarity. But the pressure is more on Zheng's shoulder. She's the 12th seed, has played according to her seeding so far. But the draw in this area, this section of the draw, has opened up tremendously, and maybe penciling Zheng in already. But there's no guarantees here, and Zheng trying to settle in on her serve. Fans already tonight. They are in full force. Early stages of this one. If you look at Zheng, it's been pretty quick moves up the ranks from top 100 beginning of 2022 to 25 by the end of that season.
That's a huge jump, isn't it?
That's a very impressive jump. It's good discipline from Zheng. It was during that 2022 season where Zheng had her only round of 16 result at a major. That was at Roland Garros that season. So it's been a little while since she has been in this moment. Zheng would also make the quarterfinals of the U.S. Open this past major. And so that should help her just deal with the occasion, deal with the size of the court, the pressure. This first game becoming more of a battle.
Advantage, Zheng.
Always aggressive when she plays. Reunited with Pierre Rieber, her coach, a few months before the season ended. Spends a lot of time on the clay in Barcelona. And that's a good opening service game for Zheng. That'll settle the nerves.
Always nice to end on an ace. And Zheng, she leads the tournament in aces.
And double faults.
One thing we'll have to look at, yeah, and that was my next my next statement. You know, the double faults can tend to creep in, especially as the tension builds, tight moments of the match. As we look at the win predictor pre-match, and as we would expect, it is fair. Zheng as the favorite.
Pretty fair. Petco courtside. Fair bit of support there for Zheng, as you would imagine.
Well, there is a small section of French fans that are actually making a case for Dodin's side, so I think this will be a raucous one. I'm excited about it. And right off the get-go, Dodin's backhand, if you give her a neutral ball onto that side, she swings at it with everything she has. And if she makes it, it's really hard to control.
I wouldn't mind your thoughts on Zheng's service motion. I know you are the serve doctor. Pierre Riba there on the bottom right. Good player in his own right. Got to top 50 from Spain. A real grinder. And Chanda Pierre played a big part in Team Coco Golf.
Yes, Coco Golf getting her first major, that incredible run she had on the hard courts leading up to the US Open. And that is why he is sought after now.
Yeah, man in demand.
That is a big forehand from Zheng. But it's been an interesting trajectory for Dodin. Very different from Zheng. Dodin won her first title in 2016, had her first top 100 season then. Would have a second one in 2017, but has struggled to get inside the top 100. She struggled to get back there from 2018 until 2021.
Yes.
Ranking went up and down, and finally she started finding a little bit of that confidence again.
Yeah, such a big difference, isn't it? If you can secure a top 100 year-end ranking, it really does guarantee you getting into the majors where you can plan a schedule. That's beautiful. Battle of the backhands, and Zheng comes out on top with an early break.
Zheng leads by 2 games to love.
And that's big to be able to capitalize on an early opportunity like that. Zheng using her experience and her weapons, continuing to swing out on her shots. Good racket head speed, helping her get that extra spin.
Really has become the face of Chinese tennis on the women's side. Typically been stronger than the men's.
15 left.
And this, I think, the matchup for Zheng works because she's going to get pace. You know, she's going to get a consistent ball off the ground. And Zheng can go toe-to-toe in the pace department with just about anybody.
Let's listen. 15 all.
There's a lovely moment earlier in the week where Zheng got to catch up with Li Na, who is here, former Australian Open champ, her idol from China, playing in the Legends event.
I just seemed to misjudge that one. So Dodin with a half chance here at 15-30. Yeah, it's going to be important for Zheng to continue to move her serve around as well. She's got the pace. Now showing the ability to hit the different spots in the service box.
Oh.
When she's got time on this backhand side, that's when she's at her very best.
And Dodin playing some of the most confident tennis of her career. Striking the ball like it on that one. Zheng able to generate some nice pace on that serve. You can see how she make it into double fault territory because it has that little bit of a hitch on her serve, the take back, and it isn't as smooth. That's what you kind of want under pressure. But so far, Zheng has done a good job all tournament long of managing that shot, using it as the weapon it is.
This forehand cross court with a bit of heaviness and rotation is working wonders here because Dodin likes it in a certain strike zone. She doesn't like to go that extra step, and that forehand cross court today for Zheng will definitely win her the match if she's able to keep pulling it off like she has so far.
Gets out of a little bit of trouble. Zheng races out to a 3-love lead here.
Zheng leads by
First set.
3 games to love.
And Petko, nice aggressive start here from Zheng. That's a sign of confidence. Any player can step out onto Rod Laver and start like this.
Yeah, absolutely, because I actually thought she looked a bit tense in the warm-up, and then there was this one forehand she hit on her own side because you know she knows that she is the last remaining seed in her section of the draw. This is a big opportunity for her, so I was afraid to see some nerves, but she really settled in nicely after a bit of difficulty in that first service game, and now she looks confident as ever and is hitting the ball really, really nicely.
Absolutely. Winner of this one, taking on Aryna Sabalenka, who is through after a good run here so far.
Time.
Night session here at Melbourne Park, and we are in Rod Laver Arena for women's singles 4th round action. Trying to sneak on through to the quarterfinals. The winner of this one, and it is Zheng, who's out to a good start. 3-love first set. Enchanted, the physicality, the footwork, so electric.
Yeah, and the strategy is clear. As Andrea said, Zheng looking for her forehand cross court, and that's a very safe shot with a lot of margin.
Love 30.
Dodin here, desperate to get on the board, and she's in trouble once again on her serve. Those are big forehands from Zheng, but Dodin not even making a move to that side of the court.
And both players struggling in the first serve percentage tonight.
Well, and if you're Zheng there, you've just won 2-3 points in a row hitting to the forehand. Why go to the backhand over the high part of the net there?
That's another break. It's a red hot start with Zheng.
Zheng leads by 4 games to love.
And the dance toss on her first serve is so far in front that I was wondering how she's going to pull that off. If she doesn't time it exactly perfect, it's really, really hard for her to not miss long, and she misses most of them long, the first serves.
Chandler, it's a big occasion for Dodin, who, where her ranking band is, don't often come out and play a night match at 9:30. You know, you have to fill in the whole day. I'm sure there'll be a fair bit of nerves and anxiety throughout the course of that day.
Yeah, it's a different experience, and one you kind of have to get used to, figuring out what works for you, how to structure your day to be ready pretty late in the evening. And you just wonder how much of it is nerves. I mean, even that forehand, she kind of didn't go for it, didn't make a full break to that side. We've seen her pull up, not run for several forehands now. And Zheng has been taking full advantage.
Just so aggressive. But at some stage you have to just pull back that aggression and just try and get yourself into the match by shaping a few balls and trying to find a little bit of rhythm. And as you see, their first serve percentage, points won, hasn't lost a point, Zheng, when that first serve goes in. And that's another one. So racking up the aces and racking up the games. Great start. 5-love, Zheng.
Games to love.
Well, and Chanda is absolutely right. She seems not to be pushing off towards the forehand side. She moved okay to the backhand, not great, but okay. But maybe she can push off that heavily strapped left leg, because she has not really pushed fully from that left leg to go into the forehand side a few times now.
Now, Andrea, do you envision her trying to do something a little different if that is the case?
Sorry, can you repeat? Somebody was just talking to me here.
Well, we'll see as this match goes on, but do you envision her being able to do anything different if that's the case? I mean, that's a real big weakness in a match like this.
It's going to be really difficult. I don't know whether she will call the physio after the set. Maybe she's headed to her box to have a few words, but we'll see.
So it's a fast start here for Zheng out to 5-love. Oceane Dodin just hasn't quite settled yet. And against an opponent like Zheng, she's not going to all of a sudden pull back and just rally. She's an aggressive player herself, so it's hard to find that rhythm.
What even to me looks like she's having trouble hitting basic forehands off that side. So the movement to the forehand, plus, you know, just stepping in and leaning into that shot, that is a real big limitation for Dodin right now. It's one of the better forehands that she has hit in this set. Has one winner off the backhand side, none off the forehand side for Dodin.
Nice to see a smile. The perfect set for Zheng.
By 6 games to
24 minutes, it's 6 games to love.
love 15. 15 all.
Sometimes when you play a match like this, it just feels like it's in fast forward in your mind. Everything's happening so quick and you can't slow it down. And
would love to know what she's saying to her coach right now, Dodin. See the shake of the head? You can maybe imagine.
yeah, these misses, they're quite large. It's not like they're missing by centimetres.
We've seen Dodin shake her head throughout this first set, continuing now in the second. I wonder if it's something physical or if it is just the mental side of things.
40-15.
That's another good start.
Let's game
Zheng,
second set.
business as
Game
usual.
balls, please.
Their third bagel, third 6-love set. We call it a bagel in Grand Slam tennis. So this is absolute cruise control.
Yeah, I mean, you can't fault Zheng. She's doing just what she needs to do, not overplaying, using her forehand, and it's a heavy shot. Dodin hits the ball pretty big, but you can see the difference from Zheng in this match tonight, well above the average. And so it's an uphill battle for the French woman.
Petko, it's getting serious now, isn't it? You feel it's a must-win game. You have to get on the board at this stage of the match.
Absolutely, and I think she's just, and granted this might be physical, she's not taking time to think about what is happening right now. She's rushing from point to point, and she's not making any changes to her game to try and get her footwork working or to move around a bit, and that might be physical, but if it's mental, she's not taking any measures into her hand to break through this mental state she's in right now.
Chance here to get on the scoreboard. Wonder whether that just frees her up a little bit, gives her some confidence and self-belief on the big stage.
Oh, the smile is big from Dodin, and she's got to be feeling just a little bit better. It does not feel good to have a 0 on the scoreboard next to your name the entire match. So maybe perhaps a restart here, beginning of this second set.
Love 15. Thank you.
Zheng has made it look simple, but nothing is really simple out there in a moment of this magnitude. And Zheng just trying to take what's given to her and play her game, not worry too much about what's going on the other side of the court. Dodin hitting with a little more margin, a little more purpose. She had a half chance on Zheng's serve early in the first set. She's got another one here at 15-30.
Fifth ace. That's a quick motion. Just looks like Dodin is struggling to read the serve. Really attacking the forehand side there, and Zheng holds 6-love. 2-1 second set.
Now you look at Zheng's road to this match, and he has a 12th seed. She hasn't faced a seed yet, and this would have been potentially the match where she would have been facing Jessie Pegula. Very different opponent on the other side of the court, and clear the opportunity that this is. And I think Zheng has handled the nerves. She's handled whatever tension she may have been feeling at the start of the match. She's handled it nicely. And she has really been using her weapons fully.
Great shot around the grounds here at Melbourne Park. Rod Laver Arena is where all the action is. That shot there is where that is the player dining pod. 4 levels. Great spot to grab all different types of food they have for the players. Relax, prepare for matches.
Love 15.
Dodin did a good job last game of just finding some positivity, holding serve, just keeping some tension here in this set. It's important for Dodin to try to stay close, to not allow Zheng to swing out even more freely. But Zheng trying to get more break opportunities here. That's a much better. So she went up and out after that serve. Got good extension. Terrific angle out wide.
Just struggling with the pace and weight of shot here from Zheng is just electrifying straight back at Dodin, and just hasn't got any answers whatsoever at the pace of shot. Long.
Game
3-1.
Zheng leads by 3 games to 1.
Now, there are moments or points where Zheng is getting the easy cross-court forehand winner. Dodin barely moving forward. And then there are other points where Zheng is happy to test the strength of Dodin, going into the backhand, creating misses off that side as well. You can see when Dodin does connect, when she can get behind some of these shots, it is deep and it's got good pace.
Ball. 15-30.
Zheng has had her fair share of aces this match. 5 currently. The third double fault, still manageable numbers.
This is the best point Dodin has played all night. This was a point that was constructed, where she found some margin when it was not the right ball to go for, when she went for the ball when it was the right ball to go for. This was the first well-contested rally off the racket from Dodin.
Good fight back. Just as things were getting away. With another game.
3 games to 2.
Set and 3-2. Well, just had to win that game.
And Dodin is spending 40% of her energy fighting the opponent on the other side, but 60% of her energy fighting with her coach. And I just wonder if she could just put 10% more into her play. I think she could make this game so close.
What do you think she's kind of saying and fussing about, for lack of a better word?
So she was saying, I could see in the first set she was saying I can't, and I couldn't quite interpret whether it was I can't physically move because of my leg or I can't play, in meaning being overwhelmed by her emotions. But she kept saying I can, je ne peux pas, I can. And now she kept saying I can't serve. So she thinks that she can't find her first serve.
Great support tonight for Oceane Dodin. Just staying in touch in this second set, 3-2.
And in that last game, we saw Dodin start moving a little bit more, getting out after serves, trying to at least shrink the court. That's been an improvement.
Loved it.
That's well measured by Dodin, and smart going behind Zheng. He's confident moving the ball on that backhand side, and she had her pick of places to go to. Zheng right now just beating her for pace. Powerful, deep ground strokes, rushing Dodin for more break points.
Let's first serve.
Gets another break, 4-2, second set.
Leads by 4 games to 2.
Just whilst she's been very aggressive, Zheng tonight, picked really big targets. Can't say the same about Dodin. They've just been some aggressive hitting, but not to safe parts of the court. And this is happening all too quickly out here for world number 95.
Love 15.
She'll enjoy this.
Zheng has gone down the tee a lot of times on that ad side. That time changing it up, swinging out wide, catching Dodin by surprise. And this is by far the biggest moment for Dodin in her career, her first major round of 16. And one of the things you want is to play your best tennis, to at least enjoy, appreciate the moment.
Not so sure there's been much enjoyment out there tonight.
There's been a lot of complaining from Dodin. We did see a couple of smiles when she was finally able to get on the board. Kind of thought maybe that would loosen her up a little bit more.
And it's really sad because she has been starting to play much better the past few games. She's just taking herself out with the constant negativity. I wish she wasn't as hard on herself when she does miss a ball, because she is finding her game much better in the last few games.
I mean, sometimes you can get into this moment and you want to play well, you want to do well so badly, and you get even more mad, upset at yourself, and it has the opposite effect. Go the opposite way, becomes all negative.
Not to be. So a 6-love 5-2 lead for Zheng, and she is cruising tonight here on Rod Laver Arena.
Zheng is on the opposite end from where Dodin is, and rightfully so. I mean, she has a pep in her step. She is one game away from equaling her biggest result at a major, getting to the quarterfinals for the first time here at the AO. And it's hard not to think about it in this kind of moment, but Zheng has still got to get herself over the finish line. Stay focused on what she's been able to do, the mindset she's had to get to this stage. This is another big moment for her.
It's almost been gifted a little bit, this result.
Wait, please. Love. 30-50.
You can see the nerves, the tension for Zheng there. A couple of misses, just over anxious. And maybe Dodin can take advantage with a terrific serve there.
Well, that was important. You always want to make your opponent have to serve it out.
Love.
Foul.
Yeah, this is where you want to make a few first serves. First serve percentage for Zheng just at 45% this match. Moving forward, you want that to be a lot higher, up around 60, 65 at least. Second left-handed return in a row from that first court we've seen.
That really has been perhaps the best serve for Zheng all night long. Serve down the tee.
Foul.
There are flashes that you can see from Dodin, how she has played her way into this round of 16. Showing off some pace and depth of her own. Can she get back into this?
Just a little long. And that brings up a match point for Zheng. Chance to move on through to the quarterfinals. That would be her best result.
That may be certainly one of the best. That may be the best forehand return we've seen Dodin hit, especially because of the timing of it. Using it to save a match point.
Advantage, Zheng.
Well, it was a perfect match for Qinwen Zheng. Too experienced at this stage of the tournament. In a minute under 1 hour, goes through 6-love, 6-3.
Yeah, terrific from Zheng. The way she held her nerve, handled the occasion, got off to a quick start, and it felt big, especially against an opponent who had never been to this stage of a major before. Oceane Dodin having the tournament of her life. Best result at a major. So hopefully she can build on that for the rest of the season. But Zheng, impressive when she needed to be. She becomes just the second Chinese woman after Li Na to get to consecutive major quarterfinals. She did it at the US Open, now the quarterfinals here.
Well, Qinwen Zheng, courtside.
Zheng, Qinwen, congratulations. Your last match was almost 3 hours. Tonight you finished under an hour. I know you're very tough on yourself, but you must be very happy with your performance tonight.
Yeah, of course. I'm happy to reach the quarterfinal. This is really obvious. Of course, compared to the last match, this match was much more shorter, but I want to say congrats to the opponent to make a big effort to arrive here. And yeah, there's a next match to go, and thanks for everyone who come here to watch me, and I'm really happy to be here.
Well, that leads me into my next question. You get a lot of support here, but there's also a lot of Chinese fans and supporters here. You just played in prime time in China. You are loved everywhere, but especially in China, you're flying the flag as the #1 Chinese woman. Can you tell me what that means to you, the support that you get?
Well, at the beginning, I will feel this is like a responsibility, sometimes pressure, but right now, I'm just trying to focus on myself, trying to just play day by day, don't think too much. Of course, I'm really happy that I can receive a lot of fans who come to support me here, also in front of the TV. Doesn't matter if it's in China or all over the world, yeah.
Well, talking about pressure and expectation, that leads me to my next question, because your last press conference, Li Na crashed your press conference. It was a beautiful moment that went viral. Can you tell me a little bit more about her and her influence and her support?
Well, the last interview, when I met her, I was really surprised. I think everybody can see that. She's really classic and I think powerful woman. And honestly, I think she looks much more beautiful than when I saw her on TV, than when I was young, yes.
I think you're very powerful yourself. Just one last question. Second consecutive quarterfinal of a Grand Slam. US Open, you said that was your first experience in a quarterfinal of a Grand Slam. You were very nervous. What do you take out of that experience going into the quarterfinal here in 2 days' time?
Well, obviously, second time I have more experience, but I'm just trying to tell myself, focus on the moment, don't think too much. Also, Li Na told me last time, she gave me advice, say to me, just play. Don't think too much. Yeah.
Keep it simple, yeah?
Yeah, that's right. Keep simple.
Well, you're doing just that. You kept it simple tonight. 59 minutes. Congratulations. You're through to the quarterfinals of the Australian Open. Ladies and gentlemen, Qinwen Zheng.